Hey, hey, hey!
Oh!
Hey!
Why are you clapping? Why are you clapping? Don't do. Hi. Why are you clapping?
Got through 2021.
Yeah, well, barely like the
Yeah.
rest of us. And hi everybody. Welcome to the our I don't know what this is.
This is it's the first show.
Well, I don't know how
season
many
two.
we're gonna do. We'll just pop up once in a while.
Well, season 2 is going to be different than season 1.
Oh yeah. We'll pop up here and there.
We actually got 40 episodes done in our last one.
Really?
In our last run, yeah.
I don't remember a single one of them.
Yeah, isn't that kind of funny that way?
No. Anyways, boy, nice
Kinda
to see
sad.
you all. We can't though. It's 2022 already, and the year's already sucked. Yeah, for him. Anyways, Mark, would you care to enlighten us
Well,
on your very first day of 2022?
2022. Let's see.
This is going to be delightful.
Going down Route 90
Yes.
towards southbound.
I keep seeing my head shadow. Okay, look, puppets. Anyways, go ahead.
I keep seeing. Yeah, okay, hang on.
You're going down 90.
Going down 90. I stop at the red light at Sargent.
Yes.
The light turns green, and in the winter, I normally take a little bit extra time to make sure that there's nobody going to be sliding through.
Well, yeah, because it's
Right.
very slippery out
Yeah.
there, in case you haven't noticed.
So I look to my right, I look to my left, and then I headed forward.
Yep.
As I'm getting into the intersection, I see movement out of the corner of my eye, and I look, and there's this blue van
Yes.
heading towards me
Oh,
at
no.
full speed,
Full speed, no less.
and I see all of its wheels lock right up. And now she's just a curling rock.
No kidding, huh?
She is just a passenger.
Poor kid.
She's older than me,
All right.
and it wasn't even her
Poor
van.
kid. It wasn't her van.
No,
Whose was it?
I don't know. She didn't say that. Oh, actually, I could tell you whose it is.
Well, no, don't
I
do
could have
that.
got
No,
the
that.
information.
Don't
But-
disclose that. Don't disclose that. So what? So okay.
So, yeah. Let's show you. So this is my van.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Yeah,
Maybe she just doesn't like wedding music.
as you, maybe she hit. I managed to turn the wheel just a little bit.
Okay.
So I started to turn towards, turn into Sargent.
Yeah.
Away from her, but there was just no way. I was sliding as well, and so I was on a little bit of an angle when she hit me, just at the front end of my front wheel,
Aha.
and then
As we can see.
tore the bumper right off.
Yeah.
As you can see, the headlights gone. The headlights actually just mangled underneath the bumper there.
Seems like you have a lot of washer fluid left.
Yeah, I've got lots of water
Oh,
fluid.
that's pretty good.
And here's her vehicle.
Well, it's like a mirror image
Yeah.
of yours. You just you
Yeah.
kissed your little noses.
And so the funny thing is that the
There's
police
no-
showed up right away.
Did they?
Yeah, they were actually coming down Sargent to direct traffic at the at the
Costco.
COVID test.
Oh, the COVID,
COVID
test.
testing.
Yeah.
And so
Speaking of which,
I got out of the van and I looked over my hood and I said, "What the hell?" And that's actually what I said. I didn't go any further than that.
well, that's good.
Which is surprising me because we all know how I talk. I'm not exactly Betty White when I talk.
No, don't bring up Betty White. We're going to get to her a
We're
little
gonna get
later
to
in the
her
show.
later.
Okay. That's
Um,
blasphemy.
Well, she was a sweetheart, wasn't
Showbiz
she?
blasphemy when you mock her.
So, anyways,
Where were you?
She came out. She got out of the vehicle and asked her if she was okay, and she said she was sorry. And I said, "Look, it's an accident. This things happen." And then the cop car pulled up, and they told me where they were coming from and where they were going to. So they ended up blocking traffic because now I'm taking over 2 lanes because I'm sideways,
Okay.
and she's sideways. We're both taking up 2 lanes and people wanting to get COVID tests were getting really angry because I was blocking the lane to get into the COVID test.
Oh, so you're one of those conspiracy people
Oh,
trying
yeah.
to stop all the COVID tests.
That's how it goes. Yes.
My
If you can't
goodness.
stop them, have an accident in front of the place and destroy your van.
That's right.
So
A little extreme.
I just took pictures of her particulars. MPI opens tomorrow, and I'll give them a call and
Yeah, find out what's
we'll get it
going
all
on.
straightened out. I don't think they're going to write off.
I
the
think they
van.
will.
No, I don't think so.
Judging by the age of your van and the look of the damage, first of all, number one, you don't know what happened to the frame. And number two, you don't know what happened to the engine. So
You weren't there.
no, you were you
I
can't
was there.
you got but you saw the damage.
I
You,
saw
don't,
the damage.
you didn't get under the undercarriage and see if there's any frame damage. Let the professionals tell you.
She-
I'm
she
hoping
hit
they don't
me.
write it off.
She hit me on an angle where she didn't damage the
I don't
frame.
know.
The worst case scenario,
Wanna
she
put
did a
money on
little
it?
damage to the suspension,
Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah.
that would almost be a given because she hit the wheel.
Yeah, that's
But which surprised me that she didn't pop the tire.
well, those are damn good tires you got.
Damn right. And I'm still paying for them on NPI.
Not anymore.
Damn it.
Not.
No, I don't think they.
When they
pay
write it
out.
off, they'll just pull them off your van and
They're
give
not
it to you.
gonna
New car.
write them off.
I will bet you money.
You can't.
Okay, I'll bet you something. What do you want to bet? If they write it off and I win the argument, you got to buy me something Superman, and if you win, I'll buy you something Star Wars. All
I was
right.
gonna say do something on the show. Maybe have to do the.
We might
entire
not
show.
have a show for 6 months, so
May have to do the next show topless.
okay. No, I'll go with Superman on that one. Oh
All right,
boy.
So that was
well, you're
that was
okay
day
though.
one.
You're okay.
Well, here's the aftermath of it. Nancy and I went out for dinner afterwards.
Yes.
Later on, after I met her parents, her mom and her brother, and so we went for dinner.
Yep.
And afterwards, I wasn't feeling well. My back hurt, my head was starting to hurt because I was wearing this hat and I tapped the
Well, it's not a helmet, you idiot.
No, but I tapped the window, not very hard,
Okay.
but enough. And so I was starting to get a headache, and my wrist was because when I was holding the wheel,
Okay.
I didn't let go. It went with.
Oh, I
I
see.
injured my wrist, and so so I went to Seven Oaks. I got there at 8:20 last night.
Yeah.
I sat in that stupid chair until 6:20 before I said to Nancy, I have not been seen yet. And she said, well, I'll come get you. And I said, are you sure? I said, yeah, I'll come get you. And I said, okay, see you soon. As soon as she said, see you soon, Mark Dobre. I'm like,
So how long were you there?
I was there for 12 hours.
Well, if you don't want to get COVID, surely don't sit in an emergency room at a hospital.
Well, I got to listen to what was going on in the background.
Yeah, but you went.
And
That's a
and-
ridiculous amount of time.
they were down so many nurses that it was crazy. They were actually, I was listening to the nurses talk, and they were saying how they're drowning and they need to get people in there. They had brought people in from management positions to do triage.
Well, are they medically trained?
No, they do the computer part. The nurse,
Oh.
there's still a nurse at triage,
All right.
but there's a head of the department is doing all the computer work and entering the data. So I mean, they're getting beaten up really, really bad. Barry Kay is supposed to be joining us
From
but,
Cherry Tree
from
Productions?
Cherry Tree Productions.
Yeah, because
Well,
once
he's tied up
again,
until 9:30.
okay, so once again, speaking of that and this, like I had the entertainment industry was just starting to come back up just a little bit, right? I had my first live gig in a year and a half, and I had a couple booked weekend before last weekend.
Yeah.
Canceled right because of this whole new thing. So it's back to square one.
I had last New Year's Eve night canceled twice.
Yeah.
I
So
had
we're
to-
right back where we started from,
Yeah.
So there we go, folks.
But you know what? We'll get through it. We did
Yep.
last time. We'll get through.
I
this
got a
one.
box of home kits downstairs. Test myself every 4 days.
Yep, those home kits are. Oh man, that's a weird feeling.
What?
Doing that home kit, the self test. I actually thought about doing a self test on the show.
No, don't do that. No
Oh,
one
why
wants
not?
to see you
Hey,
stick
you
something
wanna
up your friggin' nose.
You want to see something, guys? This is a Christmas present that didn't get given out.
No,
It was to me
it was still under
from
the tree.
Ed.
Yeah, Ed.
I don't know who Ed is. It was one of his multiple personalities. So I figured I'd open it with you people.
I wouldn't really call it a present. It was just some more of a novel thing. I saw it and I had to get it for you, knowing your penchant for crap food.
Don't think it's a penchant. It's a penchant.
No, it's
Yeah,
not.
it's a
It's called
CH.
shant.
Yeah, I know. Penchant.
Shant.
It's not penchant. It's not a G. It's a CH.
Penchant. Your love of junk.
Holiday Crunch from Captain Crunch. Oh, we were talking about this. Yeah, did you know he actually has a full name?
Yes.
Do you remember what it is?
No.
Horatio.
Horatio Crunch.
Yeah, Horatio something Crunch.
Do you know what the captain?
What is Captain Crunch's full name?
Boy, aren't you glad you tuned in for this riveting episode?
Magellan Crunch. According to Wikipedia, according to the Wall Street Journal, 2013, the character, Horatio Magellan Crunch, captains a ship called the Guppy, and was born on Crunch Island, a magical island off the coast of Ohio and in the Sea of Milk,
The
with
coast of
talking
Ohio.
trees, crazy creatures, and a mountain. MT.
The coast of
I
Ohio.
didn't know Ohio had a coast.
Well, they got a river running
In
through
the
this,
Sea
but-
of Milk.
Oh, that sounds absolutely pleasant, doesn't it?
Can you imagine how rancid that goes in
On
the
a
summer?
hot day? Yeah, that
Oh.
must be beautiful. Yeah, but speaking of captains, you know the name of the captain on Gilligan's Island?
I did know that. but they never used it.
No.
What was it? Something Grumby.
Jonah.
Grumby.
That's right. And it's Grundy
Grundy
with a D.
with a D.
Yep.
Gilligan had a first name too, and they used it once.
Yep.
And I cannot remember what it was.
I can't remember either. Aren't we just full of information tonight?
What was Gilligan's first
for
name?
Crying out loud.
Here is information from Wikipedia.
Well, that was good.
Were you a Marianne or a Ginger guy?
Marianne all the way.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of Ginger. She was
Gilligan affectionately called the little buddy by the skipper.
Yeah,
First mate of the SS Minnow.
yeah.
Gilligan's full name clearly indicated whether Gilligan's character was ever given a surname. What was it? Gilligan, gender, male. Yeah.
No. Nope.
What the hell?
It was Dobie Gillis. That was the role before Gilligan. He played Dobie Gillis.
Was it?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Well, see. All right, moving right along. Put your phone down.
I'm trying to find his name. His nickname. Do you know what his real nickname was? His full nickname?
No.
Little Buddy. That was his nickname.
Well, of course it was Little Buddy.
Oh yeah. Oh, name.
Well, I'm going.
Willie. Willie was his first name. Willie Gilligan.
I hardly think so.
Yeah, it's right here. Look.
No, I don't want to see.
In the pilot, his name was
In
Willie.
the real, yeah, no. In the pilot, his name was Willie.
Yeah.
Not Willie Gilligan.
No, Willie Gilligan. Willie Gilligan.
Oh. Well, as we try to spark some
I guess
life
they
into this
lost their
show.
Willie.
Oh yeah, we lost the viewers too. Anything else you want to talk about?
Oh, you know what?
What?
I found a couple of my favorite videos that we posted last year.
Okay. What do we got?
Um,
I ask inquisitively.
this one was my favorite one, I think, because it made us both laugh.
Oh.
What happens when you touch Dwayne Johnson's butt? You hit rock bottom.
I love the laughing.
This is my stepladder. I never knew my real ladder.
That was funny. That was
I went to the ear doctor the other day. He said I'm going deaf. It was really hard to hear.
You know who does a good job of this is Will Ferrell and
This is your captain speaking, and this is your captain shouting!
6:30 is the best time on a clock, hands down. We will absolutely be making more of these. Don't you guys worry.
That's
I
cute.
picked the wrong keyboard. Yeah,
You picked the one what?
the wrong keyboard. The right keyboard's over there.
Oh,
So I can't respond to people. Anyways, yeah, that's funny stuff.
my goodness gracious. So coming into 2022,
Can you believe Betty White did not make her 100th birthday?
you know, a lot of buzz on that on social media about that. Yeah. Just 2 weeks shy of her 100th birthday.
That's what she gets for planning a birthday party.
No, don't be mean. She is something else, boy, right till the very end.
She was.
And she had 80 years in show business.
Was there anybody else that's ever had that? How far did Bob Hope make?
Oh, he didn't make 80.
He died before 80, didn't he?
Well, no, he died at 101.
Was he 100? Really? Was
Yeah.
he really 101?
Same with George Burns. George Burns, no, it was 100 years and 14 days.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no kidding, huh? Because
Because when you got that kind of money, you can afford to.
well, no, it's laughter that keeps you alive. It's the attitude that keeps you alive. And I just think Betty White is just such a. She's. You know what? I who was it that said it? Was it Ryan Reynolds? Ryan Reynolds said that she lived. Oh my God, what was his quote? She lived to be very old, but too young to go.
I like that.
Yeah, in our eyes.
Well,
because-
you asked me to get see if I could find some bloopers.
Oh,
from
they're all over the place.
So
she was.
the only one I could get that was actually that you could actually really good see good quality clarity was this string from one of her shows. You'll see
Sleepless in Cleveland.
Yeah,
Yeah, Hot in Cleveland.
Yeah, so
Sleepless in Seattle was a movie.
Sleepless in Seattle. She was in the background.
Yeah, she was. All
There
right,
you
let
go.
it roll.
I signed up when my bender was over. In fact, that's my screen name. Bender over. I signed up when my bender was over. I signed up when my bender was over.
From your line.
For mine? Oh. I signed up when my... I signed up when my... No, please, forgive me, please.
So I'm guessing this is why we're throwing the party?
I don't know. Oh, I'll be breathtaking. Watch this. We're doing it the old-fashioned way, where the man is on... No. I left my girdle at Pierre's. What is it?
You said it right. You said it.
I left my girdle at Phil at what's his name?
I have a feeling we have another vendor over.
I left my girdle at Pierre's once. Well, just get me out of here before they come after me. Help.
We're not alone. We have each other.
And Joe finally did get married to Victoria. No.
I think her name is Joy.
Joy.
You called her Joe.
Joe. Maybe I not in my head.
Bread is not elevator music. It's soft rock.
Yeah,
There's a difference.
It's all up in your face like elevator music.
Oh, we kind of overlap there.
I was doing that on purpose. Oh, I loved Fred and Bobby and...
Oh, it's another text from... God bless you. You know, actually, I was surprised Cleveland had psychics.
Oh, we have a sizable sucker American community. What are you laughing at? Give me a vodka stinger. Lots of sting.
Still rolling. Still rolling. One more time.
You want it right, I suppose. Yeah. Start with her line?
Yes.
Bitch. So he's blind and dumb. And by the end of it, he's going to wish he was deaf. Bye.
Oh, God.
You're not helping me.
These two African black rhinos refuse to make love. Now, Clementine is perfectly willing, but unfortunately, the only thing horny about Moses is his face. This might have to be a single.
What should I say? I mean, what if she asks if I have a girlfriend?
Well, tell her you do.
Who would I get to pretend to be my girlfriend?
Rose before hose, Joy. Did I say it wrong? They're the bros. She's the hoe. Oh, that's right.
Do it. You guys have
I
Just from you, why don't you chew the scenery?
okay.
Why don't you chew the scenery?
You've got a bitch. You've got a bug down and you've got a you gotta go. Bitch, you've got a front up and bug down. I can't work with these women.
How about you guys take 5? I'll put on a giant pot of coffee and we'll rehearse for a few more hours.
A little louder, honey.
Oh, who am I kidding? I can't be poor. I'm blind. Okay, now I'm really ready, and I'm
Is
okay.
it too late to recast?
So we're gonna start. Oh, sorry.
Professional jealousy
Sorry.
is a terrible thing.
Yeah. So we're gonna start with Betty's line, right? Yes. Okay, bitch.
Is Victoria trying to iron again?
She's Why can't I speak tonight?
Because you're British.
That's why.
Action, Valerie.
I'm coming. I know what action means.
So do I, but it's been so long. Look, you're at an awkward age for television. That. Ain't that the truth? Don't make fun of an old lady.
That was beautiful, Elka. My film's got everything those Oscar winners have. Craggy-looking old people talking about Nazis.
When they edited it, I guess I had a lot longer fade than I thought. I was
Well-
wondering, is my eyes going dim? Am I losing my sight?
No, that's wonderful though. What a talent and what a joy to watch.
She's gonna be missed.
Oh, definitely.
My
so.
favorite one of all of them was, I know what action means, so do I, but it's been so
Yeah,
long.
yeah, good old Betty White. Well, who do you think is going to be the next big celebrity to go? Not to be, a downer here, but
John Youngberg.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm thinking some
Let's
of people.
make it big.
People are talking about like Clint Eastwood. I hope he doesn't.
Well, I think 2022 he's not going to get to 2023.
Oh, I think he will.
He's very old.
He's
Is he now?
still 92.
Is he really?
Yeah, and he's still producing.
He's still producing and acting.
Yep. His last one, like, what was the name of his last one? Anyways, I want to check that out because anything he does, I like.
So, what do you think the top grossing movie of this year was?
This
Last year.
2021. Is it the new Spider-Man?
It is the new Spider-Man. It hit $1 billion.
$1 billion.
$1 billion.
Wow. Now, what kind of record did that break?
Everyone. For every Christmas, all the holiday releases. I don't think another movie's hit $1 billion.
No, I don't think so either. That's incredible.
Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Never heard of it.
Well, it's on Disney. It came in second with $225 million.
How do you get money from watching it on TV?
It was out in the theater first.
Oh,
yeah.
I never heard of the damn thing.
It's on Disney now. Venom, Let There Be Carnage, $212 million.
Uh-huh.
I mean, look at the difference.
Yeah, well, that's a lot of
Black
cash.
Widow again.
Are all these just superhero movies?
These are all superhero
Oh,
movies.
then let's talk about the broad range of movies.
No, but
then.
this is the list of all the movies, but those are the ones that hit the top.
all superhero movies.
All of those ones. Those are the top four.
Wow.
Escapism
at its finest.
F9, one of the Fast and Furious, the Fast Saga.
Yeah, never seen one.
It was another. I've only seen the first, but that was number 5 with 173.
Yes.
But how much do you think the last movie made? The one that made the least amount of money.
Oh, geez, I have no idea. No clue. I don't even know it came out.
Okay, now, mind you, the Spider-Man movie,
yeah,
was released only like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I know that.
It made that much money.
I know that.
This was released on June 25th, 2021.
Okay.
Made $130.
$130.
It doesn't even.
Was it one of your driving
didn't
videos?
even pay for the batteries that they use for the cameras. No, 507 for a movie called Funhouse.
Oh well, that's another one I haven't seen. You know what movie's really good, and you've got to watch it. It's on Netflix, of course. It's like Don't Look Up.
Isn't that amazing?
Unbelievable movie. I didn't believe all the hype until I watched it myself, and honest to God, it's such a social commentary about the times we live in, and it just hits all the right points.
It's a great satire on what is what.
Yeah, and then the cast is all A-listers, and it's
Yeah.
You know, it's just amazing.
And with Meryl Streep. Meryl Streep pulls off a female Trump
Oh,
like better than Trump does himself.
well, I'm sure Trump's going to be doing it.
I would swear Trump was in a dress. It
Yeah.
was-
I'm sure it wouldn't be the first time. He was friends.
and
He
what-
was friends with Epstein. I'm sure. it
what was the
wasn't
name of
first
the
time.
guy that played her son, the chief of
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill? That's
Yep.
right. He played such an idiot so well.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh,
he played
I just
a-
wanted to
Mark,
punch him.
Mark, he didn't play an idiot. He played an asshole.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
He
So
played
there you
an
go.
asshole.
Yeah. So we can swear. It's a scene.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Time for the weather.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, all you need to know is it's freaking cold.
It's fucking cold out there.
Oh, sure. I broke open the floodgates by using the F-bomb. You know what? No, today wasn't bad.
No.
Today wasn't bad. And you know what? Because we live on a stupid snow route and the garage is full and I can't park in the garage, I have to park on a side street, which means I can't plug in my car. And I've never, ever had one problem starting my car. And you know what? It's a beat up old Grand Am and it gives me no problem whatsoever.
Actually, your car is pretty good for that.
I know.
And yet, what did I tell you the other day? I saw that on the coldest day
Uh-huh.
that we had, it was like minus 33 out there. You went out and you started your car, and I drove off. And I told you, saw that the Mercedes at the end of our street.
Yeah, dead.
Dead.
Wah, wah.
So right now, 19 degrees.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Yeah, and it's going to get down to a low of 22 and feel like minus 28.
That's not bad.
So no, that's not bad. That's not much of a wind. Tomorrow,
Yes.
Monday,
Yes.
we're going to get up to 19.
Woo.
Tuesday, minus 15.
That's pretty darn good.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
But then we get back into a couple of low, colder snaps, hitting around the minus 24 highs, and going down to as low as minus 32.
Oh, no, what the heck?
Now, but the thing is, minus 32 really isn't all that bad if there's no wind.
No.
It's when there's wind. That's when you get your
that
ass
goes
kicked.
right through you. Cut you like a knife, it does.
Yep. That's a good song, Brian Adams.
I'm not a big Brian Adams fan.
Never?
No, not a big fan of his stuff. No. I mean,
he's
I like
Canadian.
the guy. I know he's Canadian.
He lives in.
Same with the Tragically Hip. I'm not
Yeah.
a big fan of their music, but I appreciate what they do, and they're an iconic
How about the
Canadian
Crash
band.
Test Dummies?
Oh, dude, Paul, don't even begin with the Crash Test Dummies. Absolutely fantastic band. So
Well,
there.
It's damn cold. Facebook user.
It's damn cold. Thank you.
I was thinking of watching that this week. Yeah. Going back, Mike Henderson. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Mike. Nice to see you.
Bob
Mike,
Denver was Hippie Maynard Gibb on the Many Lives of Dobie Gill.
Oh, that's right. He wasn't Dobie Gillis. He was the hippie. The beatnik, I do believe, is the term they use. Oh, here's a great question. The thoughts on the cast photo of the new Munsters.
I haven't
Okay,
seen it.
you are walking on hallowed ground. Rob Zombie, you know what? I went to see he and Ozzy Osbourne with my son. We had box seats. It was great, and I really enjoyed Rob Zombie more than Ozzy Osbourne. But I will tell you, you don't remake the classics. You're trying to remake the Munsters, and he's a big fan of the Munsters, but there'll never be another Fred Gwynn, Herman Munster, never be another Al Lewis, Grandpa Munster. So stop. I'm not even going to watch it.
I don't even see the new cast here. I don't. Images. Let's go to images.
Yeah, that's a good idea because that's what pictures are.
Do you see the?
No, you have to have the new ones.
Is that them? No.
No.
Um,
Go Rob Zombie
New
Munsters cast.
new.
There they are, right there. Herman, Lily, and Grandpa. Yeah, I don't like the look of them.
No, not at all.
Nope. And that's Rob Zombie's wife playing Lily.
Is it?
Yeah, and she can't act to save her life. So you just, why even make it? That's they did that with a lot of movies. Like they remade The Honeymooners. What are you thinking?
Why would
It
you do
bombed.
that?
And it's just like, stop messing with the classics.
Here, I'm bringing up the picture of the monsters.
Where'd that hat come from? I just didn't. Have you had that on the whole time?
No.
Oh.
I
Just all of a sudden magically appeared. Your Elmer Fudd hat. That's appealing.
thought it was hilarious.
It is hilarious. But let's take a gander. Can you pull that up?
Yeah, you just loaded it. There it is.
All right. Can we get the full head in there?
Well, let's see.
So you can see like the.
No, it doesn't really want to give me that. So
No.
yeah. So, anyways,
Yeah, not a big
I'm
fan
not
of
a
it.
big fan of what I see.
Nope. No, and it will not be, because there's a certain charm of that era of television where you had Green Acres, you had the Munsters, you had the Addams Family, you had Beverly Hillbillies.
Yeah.
I Dream of Jeannie. All those shows had their time, and there was a reason they were made at that
Did
time.
you ever see the remake of the Hillbillies?
Yeah, I didn't like that either. With what's his name?
Yeah, I used to like Jethro. I'm Jethro Bodine. I've got a grade 12 education.
Grade 3.
No, a grade 12 education. I went to grade 6 twice.
I don't think so.
That's what he said.
I don't think so. I could be wrong, but you know, he's Max Baer Jr. And Max Baer, the famous boxer, is the one that what's his name in the movie Cinderella Story, Cinderella Man, the movie.
Oh yeah.
Who was in it? Russell Crowe fought Max Baer for the title in that movie, and Max Baer Jr., who played Jethro, is Max Baer's son.
That's cool.
Yeah, a little bit of trivia for you, kids. And Buddy Ebsen, who played Uncle Jed.
Yep.
On the Beverly Hillbillies, was the original Tin Man in The Wizard of Oz, but he had an allergic reaction to
Is that right?
He had an allergic reaction to the aluminum paint they put on him. So then Jack Haley got the part. Yeah.
The things you learn when you're talking to John.
Well, I am full of useless information.
Yeah, you're full of something.
I know.
And of all my friends, you're one of them.
Ah, that's right.
I'm just waiting for the reason I asked you if you like the Crash Test Dummies. And Mitch George is supposed to be joining us.
Mitch, the drummer from the Crash Test
Yes,
Dummies.
Mitch.
Oh boy.
It's Moose Herman. Looks pissed off. Does Grandpa have?
Oh yeah, you're right, Moose. Grandpa gave him his big handlebar mustache. What he did is he stacked the deck, Rob Zombie, with all his buddies to play him. So Herman Munster has been in his other movies. The guy playing Herman Munster, and Lily's his wife, and Grandpa's his old buddy. Yeah, it just doesn't look right to me. You know what? I will watch it just out of curiosity, just to see what they do to it. And hey, I've been wrong before. I've been wrong many times. Ask anybody. So let's just see what happens. But in my mind, nothing will replace the original of any of those shows. You know, like we mentioned Gilligan's Island earlier. They had a certain charm of those type of TV shows in their time. They remade the Brady Bunch. It was funny. I thought it was good. They casted it well. But I mean, all sorts of things like that. You know, it's just.
I'm just making sure that the link I sent. Mitch should work.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? They've landed.
Scared the hell out of myself there.
No kidding.
There's Mitch.
Oh, it's Mitch George from the Crash Test Dummies, of course. Let's bring him up and catch up with it. Hey, Mitch, how are you, buddy?
I'm good. Sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. Sorry, I'm 5 minutes late. I had an issue with Google Chrome and just the world of technology.
Yeah, I know. We'll tell you what. You are a iconic rock and roll person, so you're fine. You're fine. How you been?
I have been absolutely wonderful. It's been an amazing Christmas, New Year's, calm and cozy and warm.
That's nice. What are you up to now? I know you. Oh, I'm fine. You know, I'm plugging right along here, expecting another grandchild in February. So I'm pretty excited about that. Her name is.
Wow.
Yeah, that'll be.
Yeah, he got her on Amazon.
That'll be 4 now. So her name is Piper Leanne. So I think that's Piper Leanne Youngberg. I think that's very. Can't wait to meet her.
The name has already been chosen.
Yeah, my son and his wife there, they picked the name out. They had a gender reveal party. I guess that's a big thing. We went to that. And my son's a motorhead. He's a mechanic. As a matter of fact, he's a mechanic up at the Diavik Diamond Mine in the Northwest Territories. And he comes home tomorrow. It's 3 weeks on and 3 weeks off. So we are going to have our family Christmas when he gets here. So, but the gender reveal party, why I brought up the motorhead part, they had a beautiful hot rod out in the driveway, and they did a burnout. And if the cloud was pink, obviously it'd be a girl. If it was blue, it would be a boy, and the cloud was pink. So there you go.
Wow. So excitement extraordinaire.
Yes.
And
I can tell by your.
I'm doing great. It's been an interesting 2021. It's been a crappy 2022, but
you already got in a car accident.
But today?
Yesterday.
How so?
Well, I was
Your
in
fault?
the car. And it was in an accident, so I was in the car accident. Yeah, there it is.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I was on for those people who just tuning in. I was on Route 90 heading south. I was going through Sargent at Route 90, and somebody slid right through the red light at full speed. I mean, here's their car.
Wow.
But
Well,
everybody was okay.
Everybody was safe.
Oh well, then good way to start the year.
Yeah,
I guess so. Could have been a lot worse. So tell me, what is 2022 shaping up with you? I know you've got your hand in a million different projects, as usual. But as far as playing, touring, what's going on? Let's catch up with Mitch.
Well, it's pretty straightforward. I'm working on a number of projects right now. One is a program called Ice Vikings, which was purchased by a network in New Zealand. This is actually the third season that we're working on right now. And I'm also working on another project called, oh boy, there's so many there. Heartland Homicide is the one that's just currently keeping me busy. A really interesting project. The writers are all from Manitoba, principal writers from Manitoba, from Brandon, and along with that, I think I've also got another one called something. I don't know that the name has actually been settled on, but it's something Killers, which is based out of New Orleans, and so I'm doing all the music for all these programs, as well as working on a documentary. Right at this moment for a project which is called Satanic Panic. Now, if I say Satanic Panic, does that mean anything to you?
It sounds like I'm thinking of Rocky Horror Picture Show when he says Satanic Mechanic.
No, the Satanic Panic is all about Dungeons and Dragons. And when Dungeons and Dragons came, oh, look at that! Mark is making a big
on it. He's big on it.
I've been playing since
it was hailed. I mean, at the time that it came out, it was everybody was losing their minds. They were thinking that that the kids that were playing this were possessed by Satan. Right up there with you had people on the news that were playing. It was either Black Sabbath or it was something else, or maybe Led Zeppelin, but they were playing the records backwards so that you could hear all the satanic messages in it and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. And Dungeons and Dragons was right in there as well. And so a local fella by the name of Andrew Wall started this project a couple of years ago. And then he just, through a lot of different circumstances, hooked up with all the major people that were involved in making Dungeons and Dragons. And so I'm currently working on the music for that project. And I've got, the reason I'm kind of laying this all out at once, I've also got another movie which is coming in called Wintertide, also done by a local producer. But the reason I'm bringing all this up is because I've only got 45 days to get all this done before Crash Test Dummies heads out on the road. Our first date is the 18th of February, which starts in Austin, Texas. We've got 5 weeks of touring through America. Then I get to come home for 4 weeks, and then we head off to Europe for another 5 weeks. So I've got you're being awfully quiet.
Oh, we're waiting for you to continue.
I said, "Oh my God, man, that's incredible!" But I lost audio there. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, no. So I've got a lot on my plate, and I'm very, very fortunate to have a lot on my plate. Honestly, when the whole world went to hell in a handbasket, I thought that things were going to be a little sticky, but as it turns out, the film industry was going good and strong, and I happen to be extremely fortunate in that I've got a number of people in the film industry that really appreciate what I do, and they've really come to the table and they're taking me to task. How much of a better problem could a guy have?
Well,
yeah, I also got married last August.
Oh my God!
I was going to ask you how married life is treating you.
Yeah, but it's a year. It's a year. It's more than a year. It's a year. So it was a year plus in August. And
well, that's fantastic.
Yeah, I've got the most. Well, actually, I think you've both met Tony. So
yeah.
You know what it's like. Your backdrop is what's Are those superheroes? Is that the
Oh,
Joker?
Batman and the Joker.
Which Joker is that?
It's just a DC one. It's not an actor.
Oh,
No.
okay. So it's not who
Based on one of the
played the
cartoon.
Joker?
What's that?
Why do you have superheroes behind you? Am I missing out on a theme?
No. I've got all sorts. Star Wars, Batman, all over the house. I mean, if I ran the camera around, you'd be amazed at what's in here.
Well, I'm a Superman guy. I don't think there's anybody better than Superman. I mean, come on, it's Superman.
He's broken.
Okay, I'll go with that.
I like
And
the
then,
classic. What?
I'm going to add more. I'm going to add more.
Wow.
Last Halloween, I never had a chance to thank Mark for asking for my participation for the Halloween fundraiser that he did, which I participated in, and that was that was fantastic. It was I wasn't quite sure just because of the way everything was going. I was wondering if there was going to be some people there or not. Place was packed. Mark did an amazing job. Raised, how much money did you raise?
Over $5,000, 52 something.
Over $5,000, and you didn't sleep for what, a week?
Something like that. When I get to that point, my team spends half their time. Like, I've got a whole team of people. I mean, I couldn't do this without them. And they spend half their time keeping me grounded because I start to worry and I don't have enough prizes. I don't have enough tickets sold. I don't have enough this. I don't have enough that. What's going to happen, and then with COVID, what's going to happen with COVID?
Yeah, no kidding. Huh?
We actually kind of got lucky because we normally have it upstairs at the Legion. And that was only going to allow us 120 people. And we had sold enough tickets to make that 120 people, and people were starting to ask, getting closer to. And then I get this call from the Legion, and I'm told, we got some bad news for you. I'm like, oh, please don't. They said, we're not going to open up the upstairs for you. Since we're already closed normally on that day, you can have the downstairs, which is bigger. Oh. Moved us up to 180 people.
Not bad. And $5,000. That's fantastic.
Yeah. And it all went to the Never Alone Foundation.
Good people
who do great work. And the wonderful thing about the Never Alone Foundation, well, don't get me wrong, donating money to the Canadian Cancer Society or the Canadian or whatever the foundations or whatever they're called. There's a couple of them. Cancer Canada or Cancer Manitoba. Cancer Care. That's it. Thank you. They use the money in a positive way, but it's not direct influence on the people suffering or fighting cancer. Whereas the Never Alone Foundation, all the money, everything they raise, it affects the people fighting cancer or dealing with cancer directly, right there. And it's instantaneous, which is, I think, a good flip side of the whole cancer care side of things.
It's great organization. Lyle Bauer, of course, spearheaded that years ago, as you know.
And we had that wonderful guy from he was a cancer survivor. He came to talk on behalf of them. For 2 weeks, he was thanking us, and he mentioned your name a couple of times, Mitch, saying what an amazing thing to have a celebrity as one of the judges. And it was great. He enjoyed it. Everybody seemed to have a good time. And we're hoping maybe you'll judge again next year.
He's got a very busy schedule.
Well, you know what? I'm not completely booked yet up until October. So, please keep me on the invitation list at least.
Absolutely. You're always welcome.
And of course, being there at the end of the night, John did make an appearance. And
he did.
I had a booking prior to it, so that I get there as fast as I could.
Yeah, and you did tickle some funny bones. What have you got coming up this year, John?
Pardon me?
What have you got coming up this year?
This year, well, gee whiz, I work, as you know, full time with Harvest Manitoba. I'm in the volunteer services department down there, and we feed about 90,000 Manitobans a month. And it's a very flexible job in the sense that they know what I do as a side gig, and I'm hopefully performing again soon. I've had it just came back. I had a couple live bookings. Big Daddy Taz and I had a nice gig together, and then I had two more that they canceled once this new wave came through, and New Year's Eve canceled, and children's book illustrating. It's a good thing, and I'm very happy with that stuff. And I get out there. I'm hosting. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. Thursday nights, I'm out at the historic Silver Heights, and we have a lot of fun down there. I host Second Guest Trivia, and it's
a lot of fun. That is a lot of fun.
It is. It gets silly and fun, and I have a good time with the people, But and writing and just enjoying things as they come. But hopefully, to get back on stage again would be ideal for all of us.
It'll happen.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. But just healthy. I get checked every 3 months, and so far so good.
As soon as Optimus Prime defeats Omicron.
No, well, I'm talking about the cancer. It's and no sign of that. And I see my surgeon again on the 21st. And a good friend of mine, I'd like to bring up, he called me today, and we check up on each other. He had pancreatic cancer, which is now in full remission, which is almost unheard of with pancreatic cancer. So that's a good sign. So things are happening in a positive way.
Stay strong.
Yeah, that's right. So
we're all in the same boat in that area. I mean, I'm down to my 3-month visits, and my numbers are all good. And
great.
My radiologist kicked me out the other day. She said, "You know what? Your numbers are good. I'm satisfied with the way things are, and I don't need to talk to you anymore. You go see your regular cancer doctor, and he'll look after you." And then I talked to him.
Did you feel sad like it was a breakup?
What's that?
Did you feel sad like it was a breakup or anything like that? Like
no, I didn't. I didn't actually, because I think she was quite good about it. She just kind of said to me that I'm happy with the way that the results have come in, and and the weird thing is that for all the time through all the radiation and everything else, actually I never had a chance to meet her. There was a couple of appointments that were scheduled, but for one reason or other, probably maybe me being an airhead and just forgetting that I had an appointment might have had something to do with it. But she wasn't all that heartbroken about it, and she did at the end of the day say, "It's been a pleasure dealing with you all this time, and hopefully I'll never have to meet you under any other circumstance other than to bump into you in the hall." And now I'm back with my regular doc, and my regular doc says that for now, anyway, which was as of 2 weeks ago, we're good, and I'll see you again in March.
Good to say.
Well, that's the same thing. My oncologist at the Bueller Cancer Center said the same thing. I hope I never see you again.
Isn't it terrible when the doctor looks at you and says, "I think it's time I see other people"?
No, no, this is a positive thing, you goof. But yeah, congrats on that, Mitch. It's just
good work.
It's through the work that people do, it's a lot of positivity comes out now with people, dealing with it, fighting it, and having more positive results than before.
Yep.
But a lot of work still needs to be done.
We've come a whole long way in the treatment we have, which is good.
Sure. And if we're going to give a shout out, because it's a new year, if we're going to give a shout out, I really do think that it's important that we tell people, for those who are maybe just experiencing it for the first time, right, and they don't know what to expect and all that kind of a thing. I think both John and I could stand up and tell you that the people over there in cancer care are absolutely wonderful, caring people that really seem to put you first, and that's a difficult thing, because there's a lot of you firsts that have to come through the door on a daily basis. But at no point ever did I go through the cancer care building and never feel anything less than special.
And that helps.
Yeah,
isn't
that right, John?
Yeah, of course. It's needless to say, but I'm going to say it anyways. It's scary stuff, and no matter what you've gone through in your life, when you hear those words, you've got cancer. I mean, it's all of a sudden you feel like this pull back the camera and just zoom, there you go. It's like, okay, now what, right? And
What's next?
That great work over there, absolutely great work, and we're very lucky to have them.
Yeah, they're really, really, really wonderful people. So, and then I would go as far as to say, for the Never Alone Foundation, how long have you been dealing with them, Mark?
That was the third one we did for them. The first 3 years ago, Go for the Cures ago, we moved over to them, and we raised $3,004 for them. And then the year before this last one, 2 years ago, I guess that would be 19, right? Or no, 2020. 2020's Go for the Cure. We did right here live on the network. I was DJing music to everybody, videos and everything, and we were getting money, and we did the auction from my living room. Basically, every $5 you sent in got you X amount of tickets, and the tickets went into everything that we were drawing. In fact, this hat was one of the prizes. And the woman who won it said, "We know how much you love fedoras, Mark. You can keep it. Thank you for putting this on for us." We raised just over $1,000 from my kitchen table.
Wow. At the time, did you ever meet Edith Mulhall?
No, I do not believe I. Oh, yes, I did right at the beginning.
Edith is an extremely wonderful human being.
Yeah.
She was with the Lymphedema Society for a long time, and I got to know her because I used to do a lot of stuff for them, and then she was nominated by the Never Alone Foundation as I can't remember what her title was that they had gifted to her, and she was of all the caring people I met in my life, I mean, she's right at the top of the ladder. She's just an amazing human being, and I'm not sure if she's still doing stuff with the Never Alone Foundation. I'm assuming that she is, because after we did the event at the Legion, I'd just sent her a little note saying, "Hey, we did this thing," and she was beaming about it. So, good work, everybody.
I've not met one person over there that I would not say is an exceptional human being.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%.
So, hey, back to your Dungeons and Dragons project.
Yes.
You want to come play with us? We're going to be playing every second Friday.
Wow. I've learned more working on this documentary than I ever knew about Dungeons and Dragons. I wasn't a gamer. I'm still not a gamer, but I wasn't a gamer as a kid. And I do remember people playing Dungeons and Dragons. It didn't appeal to me at the time, just because I was more interested in practicing drums and trying to be a reasonable musician. Is he pulling asbestos out of the ceiling?
He's pulling out more of his toys. I'm not a D&D guy myself either. I just don't have the attention span or desire.
Oh, look at this. It never ends. Check this out.
The giant red dragon.
Oh.
Now is that from Game of Thrones, or is that from?
This is from Dungeons and Dragons itself.
Really?
From Multi-Market, I think.
No. This is right from Wizards of the Coast.
Oh.
Years ago, I was a rep here in Manitoba for Wizards of the Coast. And they paid us in product, which was a lot of fun.
What else you're pulling out?
You don't want to know what.
Oh my gosh, Mitch! See what you did.
Yeah, it's kind of a good thing. We'll have to take a clip. We'll have to take it. I don't know how much more stuff he's got, but
oh my god, man.
So Andrew would love to maybe talk to you, because you're maybe another unfound Dungeons and Dragons.
I've been playing since it was 7 years old.
So 10 years?
No, it was 7 years old.
Oh,
the game. I've been playing it since I was 14. That's 40 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this,
look at that.
This here is the size of a human being in the game, right? Based on a 1-inch mat. Okay. This is to scale the dragon.
Oh, that's a mighty big dragon. Yeah.
to scale.
You like the drag. Is that fire or is he throwing up?
Yes. Well, could be both. You know, that spicy enchilada.
Oh my goodness gracious!
He ended up eating a lot of Mexicans.
Oh my gosh! I don't really.
They're spicy people.
Yeah. Okay. That's excellent, Mark.
So
hey,
so let me ask then, as the dynamic duo that you have become, what's on the roster? What's the next piece of the world you're going to solve?
I don't know. I say we do this maybe a couple times a year. Yeah, and you know, that from that aspect, you know, it's fun to do once in a while. I enjoy it.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think we've got 40 episodes in us.
No, I don't feel like
coming up.
I'm not. I don't think it would go once a week, but I think definitely, you know, a few times a year we could have some fun with this. And
when I wasn't dating Nancy, it was okay to spend my Sunday nights doing this with him. But now that I'm dating Nancy, I want to spend time with her because she has less facial hair.
Less?
She has none.
Wow, that's gonna be. She's right over there, you moron. She's gonna. Wow, he knows how to chat up a girl.
Wow.
Yeah, no kidding, right?
but still, you know, what are the numbers? How many people are listening to you right now? Do you know?
It jumps all over the place. It jumps all over the place. We had 10 at one point. Now we've got 3. Then we had 4. And then we had 15. And it jumps all over the place. So I don't know how accurate it is.
Because we're on YouTube after this.
No, we're on YouTube now, live.
Yeah, I know, but people can go back to it and watch it YouTube.
Well, they can go back to the Facebook page and watch it.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they can go back to either the Facebook page or the group and watch it. Watch it there because it saves it.
Yeah.
Or they can go over to YouTube and watch it there. That's why sometimes people will say, "Why did it go quiet on us?" Because if I was playing, for example, a Crash Test Dummies song, in fact, when we had you on the first time and I played Crash Test Dummies tune at the beginning, remember? I had to fight with Facebook because it cut the audio out for the song because I didn't own the license.
Oh,
and I had already.
Well, you could have asked Mitch. You would have given me a handwritten note.
I did ask Mitch for permission. He said yes, and I took a screenshot of the yes, and they released the ban on it.
Wow, look at that, Zuckerberg! What a nice fellow. With all his money, you think he'd get a decent haircut? He looks like one of the Three Stooges. My goodness gracious. Well, listen,
who else are you expecting to guest on tonight?
Well, it was supposed to be Barry Kay, but he got tied up.
And we did a tribute to Betty White. I don't know if you caught that.
No, I didn't. As mentioned earlier, I got home and I had to discuss with Tony as to what she had planned tonight, and so I did the right thing, and I hung out with my wife.
Good plan.
Who you know, really at the end of the day, at the beginning of the day, there's really no one else I'd rather be spending time with.
Fantastic.
So I never, if she wants me around, man, I'm there.
All right. Well,
cheers. That's the way to be.
Perfect stuff. Well, listen, wish you all the best health and happiness and joy in 2022. Good luck with the tour, and hopefully somewhere down the road we'll see some Canadian dates, maybe.
Yeah. When do you think the next date in Winnipeg is? Because I want to go.
The next date in Winnipeg, as far as I know, things can change, but it's going to be sometime in September. There is actually a date. I don't know what it is offhand. I'm going to say September 22nd, but it could be. It could be. But we'll be at the concert hall with the Winnipeg Symphony.
Nice.
I expect tickets.
How would you stop it?
I don't mind paying for them, but I want them.
I don't know if that show is going to move forward or not. But I do know that it's probably going to be. I think we're doing Winnipeg. I think we're doing Edmonton with the Edmonton Symphony. I think we're doing Vancouver with the Vancouver Symphony. But I don't know, just because everything keeps changing all the time. I don't know if those things are actually going to move forward. So I would, probably there's going to be tickets available. They'll come up sometime when I'm in Prague or Frankfurt or something.
Of course.
They should. If it's going to happen, the tickets will probably come up 2 or 3 months beforehand, I would imagine. But like I said, I think the symphony date has been moved over twice already, and
Sure.
so I have, I think every musician out there right now. I mean, Bare Lady just pulled in on one of their tours. So I have I don't know how that's going to change, but I do have. It's been mentioned to me that in the fall. Now I don't know if the fall means August, September, or September, October. That there'll be some Canadian dates,
right.
probably coast to coast, but on what level I don't know.
So one last question before you run away. When you're going from city to city and dealing with each one of their symphonies, how much practice time do you get with that symphony?
Well, when we did the Winnipeg show at the Forks, when we played with the symphony there, we had, I think, a 2-hour. No, we had a 1-hour rehearsal in the afternoon, and then it was showtime. Wow. So the symphonies are pretty good. They shoot from the hip, and they know how to shoot from the hip pretty good. And they've got people, I think, that are top notch. Every symphony has top-notch people that give it their all the time, and so when they show up to play. I think that they may have a rehearsal before us, and then they have a rehearsal with us just to make sure that we're all on the same page.
Sure.
And then we go. And it's always been wonderful. We're more likely to screw up than they are.
Well, listen.
Yeah, no, it was just one thing I've always wondered about is because coming along and they have to play in time with you. It's not just a matter of, hey, we know the music. They need to know your cues.
Yeah, well, they also, I would think that there's probably some situations out there that they would say, hey, it would be really nice to play with this band, but you go and you see them live, and I think maybe if the time or if the music's all over the place, maybe then they consider alternatives. I think with a band like us or Steve Bell does a lot of stuff with the symphony. There's musicians there that you can rely on being consistent, and I think they know that going in, so they know there's very unlikely that there's going to be any big surprises.
Well, it would be a great surprise if you guys did hit the city, and good luck on the tour and everything else. You only have 45 days to get all those other projects done that would make anybody else head spin. But you're a pro and you will get it done, I'm sure. And all the best. Look forward to visiting with you again in 2022.
Thanks, John. Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, and keep me in mind if you want to take up Dungeons and Dragons. I'd love to have you at the table.
Okay, done.
Take care. Oh, boy. Tell you. Guy is unbelievable.
Yep.
And
lots of fun
and such the epitome of a professional. I mean, if he doesn't sit too long, that's for sure.
The last time I saw them in concert was at Regent
Club Regent. Yep,
Club Regent. I just loved it. There were songs that I didn't know because I honestly, being a disc jockey, I don't tend to. Excuse me, asthma is just flying. I don't tend to follow every song from every band. There's just too much music for me to learn from everybody to know every song. But when I go to their concert, wow, did I enjoy? There was not one song I did not enjoy watching live.
No, they're perfect. I enjoy them. I hope they do come.
I do too.
All right. Well, listen, pal.
Yeah, that was a fun night.
It was a fun night. Thanks for tuning in once again to Now What?
And we miss you, Betty.
Hi, Betty.
No, we miss you, Betty White.
Oh, sorry.
Hi, Betty.
Yes, sorry, Betty.
I do know. Well, we do know a Betty. Betty Punkert. Hi, Betty Punkert.
Yes.
When we watch this, hello.
Yes, but remember, watch. Don't look up.
Yeah, don't look up. And
Death to 2021.
And if you haven't watched Death to 2020, which should also still be on Netflix, watch that one too. It's all the same actors.
Yeah,
but it's all the stuff that happened in 2020.
But it's done so well and so funny.
I love the British woman.
That's Tracy Ullman.
Is that Tracy Ullman?
No, Tracy Ullman's the newscaster. But she's the only British.
No, I'm talking to the one.
Oh, the young lady,
the woman that's the
one?
average British woman.
Oh, the clueless one, yeah.
Yeah, and she's
Don't give it away. Tune in and
It's
watch
great,
it.
Yeah. So right. So hang on, I gotta find our exit.
Oh, we have an exit.
Yeah. Remember, I do the exits, and I change the ending every time. So watch to the end.
That's very
And if you would like to see more, Now What, send us a message and tell us what you'd like to see on Now What. Right?
Sure.
Why don't you guys go mobile? All you need is Wi-Fi. That is a very good point.